What's up, family? If you recognize those lyrics, then you probably already know this is the Detroit music duo named Fabu. They came out with a single in 1995 called Just Roll. Let's take a minute and see how long it took for them to come up with this song, and then later in the video, you'll hear Janine, one of the group members, talk about what she thought about the music video shoot.
It was not right away. We've done some work with some folks out of St. Louis. I would say about a year and a half, Just Roll was born.
So to put it in perspective, that year and a half was basically the production of the song. They worked with Lathan Grady, who was the producer. Now, if you're familiar with Lathan Grady, he also worked with So Def and helped create the song Freak It. This was a classic back in the 1997, I believe it came out. And he did a couple other songs with So Def. He's a producer and songwriter. Now also you might have heard Janine mention St. Louis. Well, there's another duo group of two guys in St. Louis that went by the name of Brothers with Flavor, which was BWF. And they also did the remix called Ghetto Love of this song that came out in 1995. This was on the flip side, or what they would call the B side of the CD. But that's another story that I got coming out on this channel, so make sure you come back and check that story as well. But anyway, so the group originally got together in 1994. They did have a couple other additional members. I think they kind of sang for fun originally, and then they got a group of four. But the main two, Janine and Christia, decided to stick it out and create the duo Fabu. And then their song Just Roll hit 88 on the Billboard charts in 95, and also hit number 28 on the R&B charts in 1995. They have toured 15 states, and they even went to London. And while they were in London on tour, they actually toured with Usher and had a chance to meet him. Here's a picture of both of them together, Usher and Fabu, back in the day. So let's go ahead and see what Janine had to say about the music video and what she thought about it. I remember when this video came out, I think it was on the box, if you guys remember the box back in the day where you had to call in, like your video and then listen to it. But when this hit, this hit hard. I think it was at every club back in the day. It was on the radio back in the day. And here in St. Louis, not only did we have the original song by Fabu, the girls, we had the remix version, the Ghetto Love version, BWF, the guys. And that stayed in rotation for a long time. That was like one of the songs of the summer, if you guys remember, back in 1995. And that's how we got music on the radio back in the day. Fabu actually went up to their radio station. I'm not sure if it was just them or they went with their management team or whatnot, but they first got the song played in Detroit on the radio. So I think that DJ there was one of the first to break the song. And then I guess not too long after that, they worked with the record company Big Beat, which was kind of a sub of Atlantic Records, I believe. And then they ended up putting the song out nationwide, and the song gained a lot of popularity. So from Detroit to St. Louis, and then basically around the world, definitely a hit in the nation. So after a lot of the airplay, they end up having to do this video shoot. But let me let Janine go ahead and say her side of the story of how she felt with this video shoot, and if it was a good shoot, bad shoot, however she felt about it. So check it out.
So the video shoot, to be very candid and honest with you guys, We weren't very pleased with the video shoot because several $1,000s was snatched away from our video budget because we wanted to shoot our video in Detroit and not in New York. We were like, we represent Detroit, we're from Detroit, why can't we shoot it here? So they were like, okay, you want to shoot it there? You don't need all these thousands, shoot it over here. So, you know, we had a storyboard that was phenomenal and we had to cut it short. So we had fun. It was a great experience, but it was not like we expected it to be, you know. It just wasn't. But we took those lemons and we made lemonade with it.
So that's messed up. $7,000 was pulled from the video shoot budget. To be honest, we would know no difference. I mean, they could have put the $7,000 in there. I think the video was still good. I think they made the video, the look, the 90s look, the dress code. The song itself was a hit. So whether they had an additional $7K or not, I don't think it really made much of a difference. But I do commend her for pushing to try to keep the video shoot in Detroit. That's their hometown. They wanted to represent Detroit. So, you know, why, I don't understand why the label wanted them to go off to New York in the first place. I mean, you know, there was a lot of music coming out of the East Coast and the West Coast at the time, but I think it was good that they represented Detroit and decided to keep the video shoot there. If you ever been on a set of a video shoot, it can be crazy sometimes. It can be a lot of fun, but it's also a lot of work. But I think they really worked out this video, and I think the video went right with the song. It's still memorable today. I mean, within the first few seconds of the video coming on and she steps out and they're walking into the club, that's basically a whole 95 theme right there. So people, make sure you drop in the comments and let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think about Fabu. Do you think they should have had a longer lifespan for their music? If you still bumping Fabu today, let me know. I still play this song from time to time, along with some of my other hits. But I appreciate you, family. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, drop a comment. Peace.
Oh, no, you ain't.